This is the piece of ground that I done some work on last year. Since that, what I've done is used a steel rake to mimic a harrow and to rake through it to loosen up the soil. I have reseeded it there just about 5 days ago, with a mixture of traditional native grasses and a little bit of westerwolds and clovers. I just threw in the westerwolds because it's a very fast developing grass. You only get the year out of it, but it does bulk up well. So the recent rain was very welcome because the ground here was very dry, and you can see an amazing transformation in a week from really 3 inches, 4 inches of grass growth to some of it in places is 8 or 9 inches. Incredible. There was about 2 tonnes of farmyard manure scattered liberally over this. It hasn't got any fertilizer yet, but I intend to try and take 3 cuts off this. Now I know it's a small area and it's really only a micro area in terms of proper farming, but it's interesting to see what you could achieve in this small area. So I'm going for 3 cuts, early mid-June, end of July, and hopefully in September. And I reckon, I know it's a small area of ground, but in the 3 cuts I could get at least a bale of silage for very little effort. It'll be interesting to see how the clover strikes as well. I had a problem with birds here the last time I set it, so what I done this time is I set it at night, and I don't seem to have had a similar problem with flocks of birds eating everything in sight. So I want to see how it comes on. The importance of taking the first cut as early as possible is it'll allow the new grasses to get established a little bit better, because they'll all be on the one height level then, because this is going to take, I'd say, a week more before you see the grass striking, if not 10 days. You know, it'll bring you easily up to the end of May before you'd have anything of any height in the newer reseeded grasses. So that's perennial ryegrass mostly that I put in last year. It's one that is suitable for heavier land. Seems to be doing quite well, but then again, that's a dryish, bar the centre, it's a dryish piece of ground out here. There's a little bit up there in the centre is wet, but it seems to be doing well. So let's see how it goes.